just what is happening, and sometimes that's a very difficult question to answer. When you're selling 27,000 healers, how do you find a pattern in that? Why not 28,000? Why not 24,000? Where are they being sold? That's one of the values that I can bring to the company. But I also like to look at, what does this mean going forward? I look very closely at things like sales ratios by population in different parts of the country. The consultant locator that you all have access to, I look at on a very regular basis, because I like to see where the company is growing and then investigate to find out why. And based on what I find, I can make a prediction for where I think we will grow in the future. It's really exciting to think that just 12 months from now, we will be approaching 12,000 consultants going into Unconventional 3. To think that in 2 years we've gotten 4,000, and now in the next 12 months we will get twice that many, it really is staggering. And I talked a little bit more in detail at leadership about some of the data that goes into that and what does this mean for your team. The most important thing to recognize is those 8,000 people have to come into the company somehow, and they're going to be on somebody's team, so why not yours? Many of them will be your current customers, those who have tried the product, who like it, who enjoy it. Something I've talked about with the leaders as well that's very important to understand. When you're establishing a new company like Perfectly Posh, there is a significant majority of the population that will hang back until it is safe. They enjoy the products, they're watching you, they like to see you drive down the street with your car vinyl on the back of your car. They like to see your Posh shirt that you wear to pick your kids up from school or to do grocery shopping, or if you can wear casual clothes to work. They like to see those things because it's reinforcing to them that this Perfectly Posh thing really is legitimate. Deep inside, they want it to be safe. They want to try this out. They're going to hear all the great things that you've done in Chicago, and there's going to be a little flame inside of them that says, wow, I'd kind of like to do something like that. But the key is they're going to wait to engage as a hostess, as more of a full-time customer, or even as a recruit on your team until they feel safe enough to do that. This is really the key for each of you to think about in this coming year. We are finally now at the critical size that it's time to change our focus. We're not a new company anymore. Lots and lots of people, in fact, a critical mass, just enough people out there have heard about Perfectly Posh now. They've been watching you. They're aware of it, and they're just waiting for an invitation to come in. The invitation isn't just asking. The invitation comes through you showing them that this is a fun, legitimate company. Now, we've had 4 catalogs that we showed you. Today, you're going to get to see the 5th catalog. Now, one of the best things you can do with that 5th catalog is get it out to the people that you've already come in contact with, because this will be yet one more positive interaction for them to say, oh, wow, new stuff, great catalog. This Posh thing really is legitimate. Okay, sure, I'd love to host a party. Okay, sure. Tell me a little bit more about what it's like to run a Posh business. Maybe I'd like to go to Posh to play with you in just a few months and find out a little more. Some of these things that you do are the small steps that help them to overcome their fear, to help them feel safe to come in. This really is based on lots and lots of research. There have been hundreds of books written about this very philosophy, because many businesses can get to this point that we have. None of them do it in 22 months, I'll tell you that. But many businesses get to this point and then they stall. Typically it takes them 4 or 5 years and they can level off at about this level, but they can't get to the next stage. We are about to explode onto the scene in the next stage. There are hundreds of thousands of customers that will come into Posh to purchase their first product in the next 12 months. At Unconventional last year, I told you we'd be selling 1 million products in the coming year. We are on pace to do that. And we will sell much, much more than that in 2013 and 2014. And so here is the take home I'd like you all to write down, to think about in your own business, and to apply to yourself. What are you doing on a daily basis that is going to help you participate in the huge growth that this company is about to experience? This foundation has been laid. We are all very fortunate to be able to work with people like Ann Dalton, with Rachel and Alita that we'll talk to you later. We are all very privileged to work with talented people that can help and be a support to your business. And so now that opportunity is right in your lap. The one thing that I want you to focus on in this coming year to help you seize that opportunity is make this a safe, fun, engaging, pampering experience to everyone around you. This world needs more pampering. And it's not going to come from anywhere else other than perfectly posh. The economy is down, politics are